Welcome to Exploding Swedish Fish with a player named Jeff. Everyone loves Swedish fish. They're a good candy, they're sweet, they're innocent, they're adorable. But are they? The answer is yes. They kind of are. And I almost feel bad for blowing them up. I mean, I wouldn't feel bad if it was like a black licorice Swedish fish. Did you know black licorice is flavored with ammonium chloride? That's what gives it its taste that makes you want to vomit in your mouth. So let's take a look at some of the materials we'll be using during this experiment. Safety glasses, because we like our eyes. A plastic shield, because when you're heating up the potassium chlorate, it can explode, as I was told by my chemistry teacher while I was heating up the potassium chlorate. If it had exploded, I'd be digging glass shreds out of my hand for the next 3 years. Swedish fish. You honestly should have been expecting that one. Potassium chlorate. About 5 to 7 grams, because who cares about precision? A test tube. Ring stand with clamp. Bunsen burner, tongs, and a fume hood. Here are some pictures of the exact materials I will be working with. This was an exciting experiment filled with bright lights, explosions, and one man's inability to light a Bunsen burner.
Now we need to turn it down. I've seen this done.
No, you're going to go to the bottom. You're going to go to the very bottom. Lift it up from the thing, because you're going to be holding it anyways. Yeah. And screw that one in. The way that makes it go less.
You know how to do science.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Well, it's not that much. Open it up right around there. That looks good. Now open up the time we were unscrewing the whole barrel, so you got more oxygen in. That's good. A little less than that. Perfect, right like that. Now, you're going to keep it moving over you can put it right on the glass, but you're going to move it around, have the tip of that blue cone there. Potassium chlorate. We're done.
We have to melt it first.
Anyway, while that's melting, let's learn a bit about the background of what we're doing. So in this experiment, a spontaneous exothermic reaction will take place between a Swedish fish and molten potassium chlorate. Once the potassium chlorate is melted in a test tube, a Swedish fish will be dropped to his doom, and flames will burst out of the tube as a result. Now, Swedish fish are made up mostly of sugar. Sugar is also known as sucrose. Sucrose is a disaccharide made up of 2 monosaccharide molecules known as glucose and fructose. Here, I have posted the Lewis dot structure for sucrose. On the left side of this molecule is a part of the structure that's made up by glucose. The right side is fructose. They are bonded in the middle by the oxygen. The bond is called a glycosidic bond, which just means that it's a covalent bond that bonds carbohydrates to another group. Alright, now that we know that, let's talk about what's going on in the experiment. When the potassium chloride is heated, it decomposes into potassium chloride and oxide, as seen below. When the Swedish fish is dropped, the oxide from the decomposition of potassium chlorate reacts with the glucose molecule in sucrose. The result is a spontaneous combustion reaction. The overall reaction can be seen here. This reaction is an exothermic reaction because energy is released in the form of heat, which can produce light, as seen by the purple-hued flames. Now let's see the reaction.
You ready?
Yep.
I'm so excited. I've been wanting to see the slide action.
Wilson,
And then
I'm focused on the tube.
do that.
ready?
Yep.
Sure.
Why can't we do this the rest of the year?
How long will it go for?
Not quite yet.
It's so light. Can we use that as like a nightlight?
Let's see. We might be out of testing point. Yeah, I think.
Nope, one spark.
Is it?
There was one spark. That was cool.
That was so cool.
That was awesome.
Good job, Jeffrey.
Oh man, that poor Swedish fish never even stood a chance. Also, I think I owe my chemistry teacher a new test tube because that one's pretty much ruined. Here are my works cited. Here are the pictures I have used. Here's the music used in the video. I'd like to give special thanks to Wilson Allen for his spectacular filming abilities, my teacher for making sure I didn't die, and to the few random classmates who showed up to watch me explode a Swedish fish and made funny comments that I couldn't mute out of the video. Thank you very much.
Did you turn the gas on?
That was
I really should not be allowed to use a Bunsen burner.